Hello everyone, welcome back my channel The Learning Destinations. I am your host Avinash and today I am going to show you that how you can build your own chatbot or question and answer application using the custom dataset. This approach is called retrieval based approach, which is also known by RAG, and the full form of RAG is retrieval augmented generations. This approach is mostly used where LLM application requires user data that is not part of models training. Alright guys, so in next 10 minutes I am going to explain all these codes, and I am not going to write this code because if I do so in this sessions the video will be longer and I want to keep it shorter. That's why the code is already written and I am going to explain one by one each sector of the code. Okay guys, so let's debug the codes. In order to build these applications, we need to install these packages, and we need to install like OpenAI, Langchain framework, tick token, ChromaDB for vector database, and unstructured for unstructured data. Then after that, we need to import these modules. Okay, and the main classes that we need to import from Langchain framework is that Retrieval IQA, and as I mentioned that we are going to adopt the approach retrieval approach. Okay, then for chat OpenAI, because we are going to use LLM from the chat OpenAI, and as well as for embedding we are also using the OpenAI. Okay, then this is for directory loading because our custom data is reside under one directory, and if you just want to point out only the text file, then you need to mention this text loader. But since I want to load the data from the entire directory, that's why I'm going to place the directory loader. Okay, then these classes for embeddings, then this is for OpenAI for LLM. We are going to use the LLM from OpenAI. Okay, then this package is required to split the larger data into smaller chunks so we can do the embeddings. Then this is again we are going to use the VectorDB, and for that we are using Chroma. We are not using Pinecone here. Okay, and this is for index creator and this index wrapper. Okay, so I hope you understand these parts. Okay, then after that we need to generate the API key, and for that let me show you. You have to go to OpenAI website, and from here you can generate this API keys. Guys, this is the paid version and you need to put your credit card details here, and that's how you are going to use the API key and you can generate the API key. Okay, so we need to use this API key by these functions. Then after that, these functions basically I have written. Basically we can pass the argument with the query, and that is why I have mentioned this particular functions. After that, this sections is basically loading the custom data, and as I mentioned earlier that I am using the directory loader. Okay, so basically if you see here my data, and this is my data file, basically custom data.txt. Okay, so I am loading the entire directory, and that is why I have given the directory loader, and it is loading my custom data, that is custom data.txt from this directory. Okay, then I say document loader.load, and here in this lines basically I am initializing the particular retrieval, and after that I am splitting the larger data into smaller chunks. Okay, so we can do the embeddings. Okay, so here in this sections we are loading the data directory, and as well as we are splitting the larger document into smaller chunks. Then after that, here we are doing the embeddings. Okay, those who don't know about the embeddings, basically we are embedding the data into tightly coupled areas. Okay, maybe I will take a separate lecture on embeddings in future. Okay, so as of now you just understand that like the computer takes any words, any things into the binary form 0 to 1 form, right? Then in embeddings, like the data is tightly coupled into small spaces. Okay, and later I will explain you. I'm going to take a separate lesson on embedding, so don't worry on that. Okay, then we are using this ChromaDB for vector database. Okay, now embeddings, when you change your word, when you put embeddings on your documents, right, we need a database that can store the embeddings, and for that we are using vector database, and for that we are using the Chroma classes. Okay, Then after that, in this sections, basically we are initializing the retrieval QA object, okay, retrieval based approach, and we are taking the dog search, okay, and as a LLM value we are taking OpenAI, and chain type is stuff, okay. Then after that, this sections is basically we are taking the LLM from the OpenAI, that is what we have defined, and here we are taking the conversational retrieval chain. Okay, what does it mean? It means basically having it has the capability of both, like conversational capabilities as well as retrieval the documents. Okay, so these sections, if you see, we are using the conversational retrieval chain from LLM. Which LLM? Which we are taking from the chat OpenAI, and this version chat GPT hyphen 3.5 hyphen turbo. Okay, and we are taking this retriever approach. Okay, that is dog search. Now I am moving the last part of this sessions, and here I am initializing a list which is called chat history, and then I am starting a while loop, and I am saying that if this query is empty, if it is, then prompt user to enter a query. If query is with the quit, queue or exit, then exit the entire state. Okay, then after that, here I am taking the chain object. You can see the chain object here with the user's query and chat history, and then I am printing the result. Now in this line, I am appending the query and result answer into chat history, and after that the loop continues. So this is the entire explanations of this applications, the code explanations of this application. Okay guys, so I have explained this entire code, and now it's time for testing, and I'm going to test this application. So for that, I'm going to start this application. So currently the application is getting started, and it will be started within 5 to 6 seconds more. Here you can see now I received the prompt. Okay, so I'm going to do some query. I started what is my name. So it is giving me answer. My name is Avinash. Okay, and this answer is coming from the custom dataset, not from the LLM. Okay, then I'm asking where am I working, or I can say more preferably where do I work. So it is giving me you work at Accenture. Okay. Now I'm asking some more questions. What am I doing on 25th September 2023? So it is saying that I'm working on 25th September 2023. It means I'm busy. I'm not free on that day. Okay. Now I'm going to ask what are my skills. Okay, so it is saying that my skills are cloud, DevOps, DevSecOps, data science, and machine learning. Okay, so these all answers, it is this system, this application is giving me from my custom data set. Now I'm going to ask some questions which is not given in my custom data set. Okay, so this time this application will respond from the Open LLM, and this LLM, it will respond from this LLM GPT 3.5 Turbo. Okay, so I'm going to ask what are the DevOps, what are what are the main DevOps tools. Let's wait for the answer. Okay, so it is giving me some tools name like Git version controlling system, continuous integrations, and configuration management tool. Then IaaS infrastructure as a IAC tool, sorry, infrastructure as a code, then containerizations tool, which is pretty much accurate, right? I can ask some more questions which is not given in my custom data set. I just asked what is for me paradox. I'm taking these questions from the physics because that is one of my favorite subject. Okay, so it has given me the Fermi paradox answer. So these are the answer which is coming directly from the LLM, not from my custom data. Guys, so we have successfully tested the applications, and if you want this entire code, I created a repository in my GitHub account called RAGRAG. Okay, and I'm going to give this link into the description sections, this repository link. You can take it from there, and there is a file app.py where the entire code is written. So you just go through once, read all the explanations of each sections of the code and understand it more closely. Here I have given the my data directory name is my data. However, in your case it is totally arbitrary, and you can give it whatever the name you want. Okay, and just place inside the data. This data could be anything. This data source, I just place the text file for testing purpose. However, if you have the PDF file, you have HTML file, and even you want to fetch the data from the website, you can do it. Okay, but for that you just need to change here this class. You need to use the different class. Like for directory, I'm using directory loader, and in for text file you just need to mention the text loader. Okay, and in the same way for website there is another called web based loader. Okay, so you need to use the web based loader here. So I'm just going to give this link into the description sections, and you can take it from there. All right guys, so that's all from this sessions, and I hope you really enjoyed these sessions. So just go through entire this code, implement it, get your hands dirty, and if you have any questions, you can just write me in the comment sections and I will help you there. And guys, one more request: if you really learn some valuable lessons from these sessions, then don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video as well. Thank you so much for watching this.